Let's analyze the stock of SoundHound. We'll look at its volatility. By the way, there's some interesting movement in the options market. We'll touch upon the volatility smile. We'll go through all the strikes. Also, let's examine the options chain. We'll create a good strategy. Let's start from the very beginning. What does this company do? SoundHound engages in the development, owning, and commercialization of voice, sound, and natural language artificial intelligence technologies and related activities. The company was founded on September 2nd, 2005 and is headquartered in Santa Clara, California. Let's immediately look at its fundamental indicators. At the moment, as we can see, the company is unprofitable. Even its earnings aren't that high. Yes, it seems like the losses are decreasing. Let's take a look at its metrics. The company is valued at $2 billion. Again, it incurs almost $100 million per year. That's quite a lot. Also, the percentage of outstanding shares is 18%. The company is involved in artificial intelligence. Throughout 2023, it didn't grow, although there was a very strong growth in everything related to artificial intelligence. Let's go back to volatility immediately. What's happening? Our volatility is very high, especially on the short-term strikes. It's almost 358. That's just very, very high. Also, the average volatility is 200. This will help us in the future to formulate a sound strategy. Let's look at the volatility smile. A very interesting point. Again, this is something you rarely see. As we can see, the volatility smile, especially on the distant strikes, is completely flat. Even around $4 and $3, it starts to decrease. This is a very, very rare phenomenon. When we see completely flat volatility, so traders don't have a clear positioning, whether it will go up or down. Let's look at implied volatility and historical volatility at the moment. As we can see, they are at the same level. Let's immediately look at the volume at the strikes. It's quite good here. Our main strikes are concentrated around the level of 6. These are call options. Put options are concentrated around level 5. Also, I wanted to draw your attention that most strikes, especially around level 6, expire this week. So we have short-term trading on options. And that's why we have such high volatility this week. As we can see, based on the understanding of the stock market, I want to say that the market maker needs to capture all this volatility. In other words, it's preferable to obtain a premium for all these sold options. And I fully expect that this stock will aim for 6. After this week, again, the situation won't be a bit easier. Also, I want to note that over the last month, the company has grown by 500%, which is of course a lot. This is primarily related to media investing in these stocks. Let's delve into the details. NVIDIA bets on AI future with new investments. Shares rally. NVIDIA has disclosed investments made in several emerging AI companies, sparking rallies across these stocks. Among the names benefiting include SoundHound. Because of this, such a significant growth has occurred. Again, right now we have euphoria associated with artificial intelligence. Everything is growing. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. The growth is very significant, but obviously sooner or later it will end. So again, I reiterate my philosophy that I cannot predict market movements. I have no idea where this stock will go. Anyone who claims to know where a stock will go is not telling the truth. But drawing conclusions from options from the derivatives market, I can say that there is more potential for a decrease in this stock than for an increase. Well, at least I'm talking about the near future. That is, in the coming weeks. What will happen later in the year? That's a different situation. If we're talking short term, options indicate a downward trend. But if we're talking about a longer period, a year or decades, then the prospects for this company are very serious. If institutional investors are eyeing these stocks, then I fully expect that in 10 years, it will be at completely different levels. Whether to buy now at $7 or wait for it to drop, for example, to $6 or $5, that's certainly not for me to decide. But again, if the company will be worth much more, then whether you bought at $7 or $6 will be solely up to you. Let's try to create an interesting strategy using options. Looking at it broadly, wherever the stock is positioned between $5 and $10, we profit. However, this position will need to be managed because with a more serious dip, we may start to incur losses. Here, you can sell or buy shorter-term options to manage this position. But again, a disclaimer, I strongly do not recommend copying my positions under any circumstances. If you don't know or understand how the options market works, you will definitely lose money. I guarantee it. If you have questions on how to craft a sound strategy, feel free to email me. This is regarding the strategy. Let's get back to this stock. Again, I'll say I don't know where the stock will go. Question, but how can one earn on it? I've already formulated a strategy, but again, my philosophy lies in managing positions wisely. That's the most important thing. If you manage your positions wisely and employ risk management, you will definitely earn. I also advise you to watch this video. Here I talked about the 5 most promising stocks. The profit potential is completely different.